W7 Live. Saturday softball on W7, and we got a blockbuster today. We are live from Kaukauna High School in Kaukauna, Wisconsin for today's non-conference game between the Germantown Warhawks and the Kaukauna Galloping Ghosts. Good morning, everyone. Gary Overman, glad to be here. Glad to have you guys along in what should be a fantastic matchup today with a few caveats that we'll talk about as we get into the pregame. You're watching the 360U pregame show on W7. We are live at Kaukauna. We're in the press box. Big thanks to Casey Smith, athletic director, as well as Tim Rohrig, head coach for Kaukauna, for having us. We're really excited to be here at Kaukauna and just watch this game today and bring it to you. You're watching the 360U pregame show. Founded in 2016, the mission of 360U provides superior softball and baseball training to our athletes to empower them to become the most confident, complete version of themselves. At 360U, we are proud to be a family-owned business that's passionate about offering the best softball and baseball training for our athletes. Our training environment is welcoming and friendly, family-oriented, providing a safe and nurturing space for players to develop their skills. Visit the360u.com to learn more. That's the360u.com. Big thanks, Maria Stavi and the crew at 360U for being our pregame sponsor, doing the pregame show with us. Again, we're super excited to be here. We're going to take a break and a message for 360U. When we come back, we'll give you today's starting lineups. You're watching the 360U pregame show on W7. You're watching the 360U pregame show on W7. Today's game between Germantown and Kaukauna. Let's give you a little preview. First of all, for Germantown, 9 wins and 2 losses on the year. Opened the season with 5 straight wins: Tosa East, Wisco, Sussex, Hamilton, Brookfield Central, and West Allis Hale. That's a pretty good schedule to start things out. Lost to Menominee Falls, beat Jefferson, lost to Kenosha Bradford, beat Brookfield East, Tosa West, and Tosa West. So that's 9 and 2. Now, here's the bad news for Germantown today. There's several players out today, most notably Madison Werner, who tore her ACL this week, unfortunately. She is out for the season. And also, Emmy Coulter is not here. Emmy out today with an illness. So it's going to be, it was tough enough as it is. Now you add that. Also out are Elena Williams, she's out. Maddie Froh is out. Tessa Schister is out. So, you've got a lot of weapons on that team that's out, but a lot of them are still here. But again, it's going to be a challenge. It was a challenge coming in at full strength. It's doubly so more today. For Kaukauna, 12 wins and no losses, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. 93 consecutive wins for the Galloping Ghosts. The last time Kaukauna lost a game was May 18th, 2021. And if you're counting, that's 1,075 days since they've lost. They lost to Neenah 3-2 1,075 days ago. That's their last loss. So every player on this team right now this year doesn't know what it's like to lose a game. So just an unbelievable streak. They're ranked number 8 in the nation according to Max Preps. So it's a team that's stacked. 3 consecutive state championships, going for 4th today. Today is their Fill the Fields day. We're gonna have a nice crowd here today. The weather is picturesque except for the wind. It's going to be about 67 degrees at first pitch. We're expecting a high of 76 today, but the winds are 25 miles an hour, and according to the flag, looks like it's blowing out. So we'll see what that does today. But we're going to have gusts from what they said up to 40 miles an hour. We're in the comfortable press box, so we're good up here. Again, big thanks, Casey Smith, athletic director, as well as Tim Rohrig, head coach at Kaukauna, for having us out. We're thrilled to be here. We're going to take a break. When we come back, starting lineups, and we'll get on the field for the national anthem. You're watching the 360U pregame show on W7 Live.
My name is Abby Garso, and I've been around 360 since I was 11 or 12 years old. When I came here when I was around 11 years old, I didn't know how important the mental game would be to my game, and just improving my mental side and improving my confidence was a huge part in helping me where I am today. Everyone's always encouraging everyone else around here, and just the positive energy, the yeah buds, the good jobs, it's just such a good energy to come into. Things I instruct at 360 are defense, hitting, and slapping lessons. So in those lessons, we'll start with a warm-up, we'll start talking about some mental side, some words of the week that'll help our athletes. And then in our hitting lessons, we'll go do some tee work, we'll do front toss, we'll give you video. Defense will work all around games, depending on your position.
Injuries can happen at any time, and when they do, head to Ortho ASAP, a faster, less expensive option than urgent care. No appointments are needed, so you can be seen immediately by our specialists. Part of Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference.
Now it's time for our Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin out on a limb prediction. And I don't think I'm going too far out on a limb on this one. I've made some wild ones before, but I'm not going to be crazy enough to say that I think Germantown's going to win. I think they'll play well. I just don't think they've got the horses, no pun intended, to run with the galloping ghost today. So my Orthopedic Associates out on a limb prediction today is Kaukauna wins, but the game goes a full 7 innings. So that is your Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin out on a limb pregame prediction. With locations in Pewaukee, Mukwonago, and Brookfield, avoid lines and meet with orthopedic providers who specialize in sprains, strains, fractures, lacerations, dislocations, and more. Visit orthowisconsin.com. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference. One more break, and we're back with national anthem and starting lineups on the field. You've been watching the 360U pregame show. We'll be right back. Here are today's starting lineups. First for Germantown, leading off in center field, Maddie Balsiger. Hitting a second is the shortstop, Kayla Price. Hitting third at third base, Julia Sina. Hitting fourth is the catcher, Kennedy Bennett. Hitting fifth in left field, Addie Johnson. Hitting sixth, the designated player, Kendall Thomas. In the seventh spot is the pitcher, Kylie Otto. Hitting eighth at first base is Kenzie Thomas, and hitting ninth in right field is Allie Pentek. Your flex today at second base is Addie Liebke. So for Germantown, Balsiger, Price, Sina, Bennett, Johnson, Kendall Thomas, Otto, Kenzie Thomas, and Pentek, with Liebke as your flex. Now for the Kaukauna Galloping Ghost, leading off in center field, Paige Bodenheimer. Hitting second is the pitcher, Carly Meredith. Hitting third, the shortstop, Taryn Christopher. In the fourth spot at first base, Josie Eben. Hitting fifth in right field, Summer Schmidt. Hitting sixth at third base, Rayan Rabideau. Hitting seventh is the catcher, Taylor Federowitz. Hitting eighth, the designated player, Lily Boyle. And hitting ninth at second base is Chloe Herfeld. The flex in left field is Carly DeGroot. For Kaukauna, Bodenheimer, Meredith, Christopher, Eben, Schmidt, Rabideau, Ferowitz, Boyle, and Hersfeld, with DeGroot as your flex. National Anthem first pitch coming up. You're watching a special Saturday edition of W7 Live, and you're watching the 360U pregame show.
defending Division I state champion, Kaukauna Galloping Goes. We would like to welcome as our guests today's players, coaches, and fans from Germantown High School. Both schools in the WIA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. Number 22, Madison Reese. And now for today's starting lineups. First for the Warhawks, leading off in center field, number 10, Maddie Ballsinger. Batting second at shortstop, number 6, Reese. And batting third at third base, number 8, Julia Sinna. Batting fourth catcher, number 4, Kennedy Bennett. Batting fifth left fielder, number 17, Annie Johnson. Batting sixth designated player, number 20, Kendall Thomas. Batting seventh pitcher, number 42, Kylie Otto. At first base, number 42, Kenzie Thomas. And in right field, number 14, Allie Bentek. And in the 10th spot at flex and second base, number 11, Addie Levetkin. Head coach for the Warhawks, Jason Otto, and assisted by Alyssa Grimm. Now let's meet the reserve players for the Kaukauna Galloping Goes. Pitcher number 27, Bennett Mathias. Pitcher number 26, Chris Schoen. Outfielder number 35, Clay Fuchs. Catcher number 31, Maddie Deering. Outfielder number 16, Lily Hubers. Outfielder number 30, Clay DeVault. Outfielder number 9, Cassidy Vandenhuel. And now for today's starting lineups for the Ghosts. Back in the starting lineup, leading off in center field, number 19, Paul Heimer. Batting second pitcher, number 1, Kylie Meredith. Batting third, shortstop, number 22, Tarek Christopher. Batting fourth at first base, number 23, Dowsy Evan. And batting fifth in right field, number 20, Summer Schmidt. Batting sixth at third base, number 14, Raven Robin. Batting seventh, catcher, number 33, Taylor Federwitz. And batting eighth, designated player number 17, Lily Boyle. Batting ninth at second base, number 3, Chloe Hertzfeld. And in the 10th and spot on flex in left field. Number 29, Carly DePoo. The head coach for the Ghosts is Tim Merrig, assisted by Steve Meredith, Mark Litchfield, and Bill Huss. And ladies and gentlemen, this time to honor our country and those who are serving to protect our freedom, we ask you to please stand if we're able, remove your headwear, and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem. For today's game are Jed Block and Dave Steger. And tonight's athletic training services are provided by Aurora Baycare Sports Medicine and licensed athletic trainer Ben Charles.
W7 Live. Don't adjust your phone or tablet or television. You are looking at the center field camera live on W7. We are ready for softball, and here it comes, the Hummingbird Apparel first pitch. Go to hummingbird.apparel.org. Check them out. We'll talk more about them today. First pitch in there, strike. Maddie Ballseeger leading off for Germantown. Here's the 0-1. Carly Meredith on the circle for Kaukauna. Meredith, the reigning Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Wisconsin. And it's quickly 0-2 on Ballseeger. First pitch at 11:01. This one foul and out of play. Remains 0-2. Scoreboard is up. I'm going to give you a little bit of a microphone for some background noise. Be advised, there's some wind with it, so we'll have to just keep an eye on that. 0-2, this one hit foul down the line at third. If it gets unbearable, let me know and we'll turn it off. But otherwise, it's pretty sterile with just, we're up in the press box in right field. No balls, 2 strikes. Now 1-2 on Ballseger. Meredith ready. Here's the 1-2. High 2-2. Boy, that is loud. Two balls, 2 strikes. On the leadoff hitter, Ballseger. Now the count full, 3-2. Meredith ready, and here is the payoff. That one foul. Mark Seeger checking in. Our buddy from Kaukauna takes care of all these ladies, driving them all over the state in multiple sports so they can do what they do. And strike 3 called. Ballseger thought it was ball 4, but it's strike 3, and that's the first out. So 1 out. Now Kayla Price. One out and nobody on in the top of the first. Quick meeting at the circle here for Kaukauna. Today's game presented by Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin. Go to jollygoodsoda.com, put in your zip code, and you can find the nearest Jolly Good retailer near you. Also, check out their website for some great apparel. When you buy, make sure you use the promo code for the girls. One word, for the girls. Great hats, great t-shirts, great summer feels. Time to get back in the summer, get those short sleeve shirts out, get those ball caps out. Go to jollygoodsoda.com, use the promo code for the girls and get 17% off your order. Kayla Price at the plate as we get order restored. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the first. First pitch from Meredith. Big swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1 on Price. Larry Legend checking in. Hey, glad to hear. It looks good, Larry. That's great to hear. Appreciate that. This one hit to third. Now the challenge is going to be our switching, on contact. So we got to work on that a little bit. But bear with us. We'll figure it out. 2 outs, nobody on. Here is Julia Sina. First pitch, airmailed it over the head of the catcher. 1-0. Yep, Jolly Good available at the Pig, at Century, Woodman's, Pick and Save, Kroger's. That one high. 2-0 on Cena. With 2 out in the top of the first. And now strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one fouled off. Two and 2 with 2 outs in the first. Swing, caught, foul tip, and that is the inning. Half an inning in. Germantown nothing, Kaukauna coming up. You're watching W7, presented by Jolly Good Soda.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Sportsmanship doesn't stop when the game ends. It's part of the community you live in. Respect, character, dignity. Your community, your team. We're a proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award and have been since it began. It recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions.
Bottom of the first, nothing for Germantown in the top half. 1, 2, 3. Leading off for the Ghost, Paige Bodenheimer. Glad to have you along on a 67 degrees at first pitch day. Winds 25 mile an hour plus. Kylie Otto ready with today's first pitch for Germantown. First pitch popped up.
More.
Oh and 1. Now the reason we have the center field camera is because of the net behind home plate. It's not a fence, so give you at least a good view of the infield. So that's why we have that today, because you won't have a great view from behind the net. I'll just warn you that right now. 2 balls, 1 strike on Bodenheimer. And that one missed. 3 and 1. Otto ready, and here's the 3-1 to Paige. This one hit to left field, got past the shortstop, Price. So Bodenheimer on with a leadoff single.
Now batting for the Ghost, pitcher number 1, Carly Meredith.
Now Carly Meredith. Fix TV provides live streaming and recorded content available on Fire TV, Roku TV, and Apple TV. Also, make sure you download their free mobile app on Apple and Android. Get your fix with Fix TV. All W7 games on Fix TV this season and going forward. Easy to do. Just go to the App Store, do a search, PHYX. It'll come right up, and then you'll be able to watch all of our games right from the Fix app. No more searching around on YouTube. But where's it at? I can't see it. You'll see it right away when you come in the splash screen on Fix. Carly Meredith at the plate. First pitch ball, 1-0. This one hit it to left field, and now it's first and second, nobody out.
Takes it into left field for Carly Meredith.
So Meredith singles.
Now batting for the Ghost, shortstop, number 22.
Yeah. The only reason I was going to do that is so I can adjust the... Okay.
Now Taryn Christopher, our buddy. Own Taryn since she was a little freshy. Had a fantastic career, both in basketball and softball. Otto ready. And here's the pitch to Christopher. She's bunting, and it's foul. No balls, 2 strikes on Taryn. No matter how large or small your construction project may be, SBS Plumbing is your go-to. Why work with us? It's simple. We're the best, and our process is the best. Our attention to detail is second to none. Plumbing every home as if it were our own. Visit sbs-plumbing.com. 0-2. This one hit down the line at third. Long throw across, and play is made. Cena to Thomas, and that is the first out of the first. Both runners advance, now second and third.
Batting for the Ghosts, first base, number 23, Jonesy Evans.
Here's Josie Eben.
It's handy.
Eben hitting .500 on the year. We have a pinch runner for Meredith, or courtesy runner, beg your pardon. Cassidy Vandenhoevel. Here's Eben, also a really good basketball player, really good three-point shooter for Kaukauna this past season. As you know, we did 10 Kaukauna games this year and got to know the kids, and Eben really had a nice season. It was a tough year for Kaukauna girls basketball. They'll bounce back next year, I have no doubt whatsoever. No balls, one strike on Josie. This one hit in the left field, cut off by Ballsinger, but nowhere to go with it, or by Price, beg your pardon. So Price cut it off from going into the outfield, but has to hold on to it, and a run scores. It does keep runners at first and second. Here's Summer Schmidt. If you hear like race cars and stuff in the background, we're near a racetrack, so they got it going on this morning. That's what that is. No balls and one strike on Schmidt. Otto ready. This one down the line at first and foul. Oh, and 2. Popped up and caught at second base by Liedke. First out of the inning as Schmidt is retired.
Now batting for the Ghosts, third base, number 14, Raven.
2 outs, beg your pardon. That's the second out. Here's Raven Rabideau. First pitch foul. 0-1. This one hit back to the circle. Otto flips it to first, and that retires the side. Kaukauna gets one in the first. We've played one. Your new score, Kaukauna 1, Germantown 0. You're watching W7 Live, presented by Jolly Good Soda.
W7's got it right. Covering girls' high school sports all the time. 100% free, 100% live. W7 for the girls.
Top of the second. Did you know Hummingbird Apparel works with over 200 schools in Wisconsin? With in-house design, in-person delivery to ensure no shipping fees, Hummingbird Apparel can't be beat. Visit hummingbirdaPparel.org to learn more. Top of the second, Bennett, Johnson, and Thomas for Germantown. One run, 3 hits, no errors for the Ghosts. No runs, no hits, no errors for G-Town. First pitch popped up foul side of third, and a nice play by the shortstop by Taryn Christopher to get the first out. So 1 up, 1 down in the second on 1 pitch. Now Addie Johnson. First pitch in there, strike. Meredith not messing around. He's bringing strikes. $18 pitches, 13 strikes for Carly Meredith. Now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out in the second. Meredith ready, and here is the pitch to Johnson. Swing and a miss, way behind it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hey, put in your comments today in the comment box in YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, love to hear from you, what you're up to. If you're enjoying today's game, we'll always love to hear that. We can never hear enough good things about that. That one missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Outfield for Kaukauna, DeGroot, Bodenheimer, Schmidt. Infield left to right, Rabideau, Christopher, Hertzfeld, Eben. And pitcher and battery, Meredith and Federowitz. And that's strike 3, and now there are 2 outs and nobody on. Try that again. Got a little ahead of myself there. First pitch swing. Here is Kendall Thomas. First pitch strike. Meredith been working ahead this whole game so far. That one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And 2 outs in the second. That one in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss. And that is strike 3. We've played 1.5. Your score remains Kaukauna 1, Germantown 0. You're watching W7 presented by Jolly Good Soda.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Fix TV. Live contents like never before. Switch between multiple live channels with ease. Access anytime, anywhere with our user-friendly app. Fix TV brings the action right at your fingertips. Download now. Available on all devices.
Bottom of the second, 1-0 Kaukauna. In the second for the Ghosts, Federowitz, Boyle, and Hertzfeld, 7, 8, 9. Kylie Otto ready, first pitch in there for a strike. We have lasting relationships at Bay Area Granite Marble with our customers through trust, competitive prices, customer satisfaction, and a rejuvenating transformation of each customer's unique project. Visit BAGM.com to learn more. That one low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Defensively for Germantown, in the outfield, left to right, Johnson, Ballseeger, Pentek. In the infield, Cena, Price, Liedke, and Thomas. And your battery today, Otto and Bennett. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Taylor Federowitz, hitting .389 coming into today. Seven hits and 18 at bats. She's scored a run and has a double as well. 2-2. That one too high. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Federowitz. Ball 4. I'll tell you what, one thing you can always count on with Kaukauna is tremendous plate discipline. They really get the whole concept of just getting on base, and that's really what they do best. We call them the greatest show on dirt. Just if they get on base, it usually spells a lot of trouble for the opponents, and their whole goal is just get on base. Get on base, and we're going to score. And they're going to move around the bases quickly. Lily Hubers is the courtesy runner for Kaukauna. Now Lily Boyle, 2027. A lot of youth here today, which again just speaks to the program and the strength of the program. Kaukauna going to be good for a long, long, long time. Plenty of kids in the wings. It's a really strong youth program here. First pitch strike to Boyle. No balls, 1 strike. Otto ready. Squared to bunt, offered. And it's 1-1. Otto gets the sign, gives it a spin, and here comes the 1-1. That one missed, 2-1. Hirschfeld on deck. This one hit to second, or short, safe at first, but out at second, so they get the force. And that is the first out. Here's Chloe Hirschfeld. First pitch popped up in the infield. Price has it, and that is the second out. 2 outs. And a runner at first. That's Boyle at first. Top of the order, Paige Bodenheimer singled her first time up. First pitch missed, 1-0 on Bodenheimer. Two outs and a runner on first. Here's the 1-0. In there, strike. Otto, 29 pitches, 19 strikes. Here's the 1-1. That one missed, 2-1. Boyle taking a decent lead, not a huge lead off of first. Always got to watch those runners when you're playing the Ghosts. This one down the line at third. That's a base hit. 2 hits for Bodenheimer, and now first and second with 2 outs. And here's Carly Meredith. Meredith singled her first time up. Meredith pops it up, foul, and can't make the play at third. It was Cena. With locations in Pewaukee, Mukwonago, and Brookfield, avoid lines and meet with orthopedic providers who specialize in sprains, strains, fractures, lacerations, dislocations, and more. Visit orthowisconsin.com. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference. 0-1 on Carly Meredith. Swing and a miss. First and second, 2 out in the second. Kaukauna got 1 in the first. Germantown trying to keep them off the board here in the second. Playing in at third base, right almost parallel to the bag. That one just missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 with 2 outs. Otto ready, and here is the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that retires the side. No runs in the second for the Ghosts. We've played 2. Your score remains Kaukauna 1, Germantown nothing. You're watching W7 presented by Jolly Good Soda.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Top of the third, 1-0 Kaukauna. There's no job too big or too small for all Wisconsin Tree Services. We offer year-round services for your home or commercial properties, including tree removal, stump grinding, tree trimming, forestry clearing, and 24/7 emergency storm cleanup, and much more. Visit allwitreeservices.com. Third inning for Germantown. Otto, Thomas, and Pentek. 7, 8, 9. Kylie Otto to lead off. One ball, one strike. Otto hitting 200. 1 hit and 5 at bats. Usually she doesn't hit, but forced into service today with no Emmy Coulter and no Madison Werner. Coulter out ill and Werner out with a knee injury for the year. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and there's strike 3, and that's the first out.
Now batting for Germantown, first base, number 42, Kenzie Thomas.
Here's Kenzie Thomas. First pitch strike once again. 368 on the year for Thomas. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Meredith 2 1/3, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. This one right back, comebacker. Meredith pops up and gets it for the out. There's nothing that girl can't do. Bay Area Granite and Marble is one of the largest and fastest growing stone fabrication installation companies in the Midwest. Visit BAGM.com to learn more. Bay Area Granite and Marble. 2 outs, nobody on. And here is Pentek. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And my Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin out on a limb prediction was this game would go 7 innings. I still think it will, but Germantown's going to need some offense because at some point Kaukauna is going to explode for a crooked number one of these innings. 1-1. Easier said than done with the Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Wisconsin on the circle for Kaukauna. This one down the line at third, but foul. Fix TV provides live streaming and recorded content available on Fire TV, Roku TV, and Apple TV. Also, make sure you download their free mobile app on Apple and Android. Get your fix with Fix TV. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And that one foul. Remains 1-2. Meredith ready, and here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that retires the side. No runs for the Warhawks in the third. We've played 2.5. Your score remains Kaukauna 1, Germantown 0. You're watching W7 Live, presented by Jolly Good Soda.
Pain's a very lonely place. I came to Orthopedic Associates because I had a ruptured disc in my neck. I needed to get it fixed as soon as I could. Life immediately following the procedure was better. I have 3 young boys, I coach their sports, I play their sports with them, so just the joy in life came back. The pain was gone. The entire standard of life became better.
Bottom of the third, 1-0 Kaukauna. 1 run in the first. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Kaukauna. No runs, no hits, no errors for Germantown. Carly Meredith has 6 strikeouts in the first 3 innings. First pitch strike, 0-1. Christopher Eben and Schmidt in the third. Here's Taryn Christopher, 0 for 1. No balls, 2 strikes on Taryn. This one hit foul. Chatted with Taryn's dad a little bit this morning. He's working on the field, getting everything pristine. I'll tell you what, the facilities here are just second to none. I mean, seriously, you guys. I mean, the field is pristine. Outfield, of course, is artificial surface, but it looks great. Everything painted in orange and black. It looks so sharp. This one popped up, coming my way in right field, coming to try to make the play, but just out of reach for Allie Pentek. If I had a fishing net, I might have caught that one. I know, Ed Rowie, you would have jumped out the window and grabbed it with one hand. We get it. You're great. We get it. All right, everybody gets it. We get it. 0-2 on Christopher. And honestly, if I had a net, I probably would have missed it anyway. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ed would have caught it. I know he would have. 1-2 on Taryn. Otto ready, and here is the 1-2. Pop foul. Good little battle here. Game within the game. From business science to office science, Image 360 New Berlin's expert team focuses on delivering superior quality graphics and displays while ensuring they meet your time frame and budget. Visit image360newberlin.com. 1-2 from Otto. Hammered to left. And off the glove of Johnson in left. Christopher may go all the way here. She's going into third, and she'll stay there. We'll see how they rule it. To me, it looked like it went off of Johnson's glove and left. If that's the case, that's an error, but we'll see. Here's Josie Eben. And one thing you can't do with Kaukauna, you cannot make mistakes. You have to play a near perfect game. That is an error on Johnson left. You have to play a near perfect game to even stay with these guys, let alone win. And you can't have mistakes like that. You can have no errors in this game. First pitch strike, 0-1. And if it sounds like I have a lot of respect for this program, you're right, I do. Tremendous amount. Here's the 0-1. That one missed. 1 ball, 1 strike on Josie. One nothing Kaukauna in the third. It's Fill the Field Saturday at Kaukauna today, and you got the fields filled, you got the outfield, nice spattering of folks, especially in right field. We got bleachers in right field, a good group out there. So a lot of people here today on a Saturday morning to watch the Ghosts. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I see a little bit of blue for Germantown up on the behind home plate, maybe towards the first base side. It's still 1-2. Why Hummingbird Apparel? Unlike the big guys like BSN who make you sign contracts on our 2 to 3 month turnaround, we have no contracts and typically a 2-week turnaround on all orders. Visit hummingbirdaParel.org to learn more. That one missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still nobody out in the third. Taryn Christopher on third. Here's the 2-2. Popped up, foul side of third, and going and making the play is Julia Cena. So Cena makes the catch, and there is one down in the third. Summer Schmidt now. Tell you what, nice outing so far for Otto. 2 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned, a walk and 1 strikeout. This one bunted down the line at third and foul. Here's the thing with Kylie. She's not going to overpower you with a ton of strikeouts, but she's really good at placement. She's really good at changing speeds. So she's going to keep you off balance. That's what she does best. The question to me will be, how will it look the third time through the batting order? But right now, really good for Kylie Otto. No balls, 1 strike. This one hit to third and caught by the shortstop, Kayla Price. And now 2 outs, and Germantown a good chance to get out of this inning with no damage after a leadoff error that sent Taryn Christopher to third base. So now Rabideau popped up on the infield, Price calling for it, and makes the play, and the Warhawks get out of the third with no damage, no runs, no hits. There was an error, and there was a runner left. We've played 3. Your score remains Kaukauna 1, Germantown 0. You're watching W7, presented by Jolly Good Soda. Top of the 4th. 1-0 Kaukauna. Winter can really leave a mess in your yard. Snap trees, broken branches, ugly stumps, and so much more. You need to get, especially with this wind, I'm telling you guys what, you need to get your spring cleaning going, and there's no one better than All Wisconsin Tree Services. Visit allwitreeservices.com to get started. Let Ryan and the crew get out there and get you some trees cleaned up, some brush cleaned up. They pretty much do it all as it relates to trees. This one hit high into shallow center. Coming in as the right fielder, Schmidt, to make the play. And there's 1 up, 1 down as Ballseeger is retired. And this is what I'm talking about, Germantown. You got to get some offense, and that starts with Maddie Ballseeger. And Ballseeger 0 for 2. Now Kayla Price. Price 0 for 1. First pitch ball, 1-0 on Kayla. Kayla, a Butler commit for softball. I believe it's Butler. I hope I got that right. I think it is. If I got it wrong, Kayla, I'm sorry, but I think it's Butler. 1-1. Tell you what, Butler's got a good haul of Wisconsin softball kids. This one down the line at third and foul. Madison Werner committed to Wisconsin. One and 2. SBS Plumbing is owned by Master Plumber. We have 25 years of plumbing experience. SBS proudly serves the Fox Valley and the surrounding areas, plumbing every home as if it were our own. Visit sbs-plumbing.com. 1 and 2 on Price. Big cut and a miss for Kayla. 5 Germantown games on W7 this year. This is actually the first one, so we're going to see a lot of Germantown, including Monday. We'll see them Monday as they host, I believe, West Bend West on Monday, or maybe Watertown. I think Watertown. Strike 3, and that's another strikeout for Meredith. Carly, 3 2/3, no hits and 7 strikeouts. It's a perfect game so far for Meredith. Julia Cena now at the plate, 0 for 1. Game zipping along. Start 11-1. We're 42 minutes in, and we're right at the halfway point. That one missed. 1-1 on Cena. Of course, to me, they all go by fast. It's a lot of work to get everything set up and ready, and you want the games to go longer because I don't want to tear everything down right away. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Swung on and foul. We're at Germantown Monday, at Pius on Tuesday, Random Lake Thursday, and I think Germantown again on Friday. 1 ball, 2 strikes, swing and just fouled off by Cena. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and once again the Warhawks go down 1-2-3 in the 4th. 3.5 in. Kaukauna 1, Germantown 0. You're watching W7, presented by Jolly Good Soda.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Fix TV provides live streaming and recorded content available on Fire TV, Roku TV, and Apple TV. Make sure you download their free mobile app on Apple and Android. Get your fix with Fix TV. One run, 4 hits, no errors for Kaukauna. No runs, no hits, and 1 error for Germantown. Here's Federwitz at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike on Taylor. Walked her first time up. In the bottom of the 4th, 1-0 Ghosts. Hit to left field. Going back and making the play in left is Johnson, and that is the first out of the 4th. 1 up, 1 down. Kaukauna 1 run in the 1st. That's been your scoring so far. Now Lily Boyle, 1 for 1. I'm sorry, I beg your pardon, 0 for 1. First pitch hit to left, coming in, and that's a fair ball, and will roll against the fence to second. It was hit in kind of a weird spot. It was a dying quail out to left field, and by the time Johnson got it, she was too close. She was too far away to make the catch, but she was too close to stop it once it hit the ground, and it rolled away from her against the left field fence. It was a good effort. It was just a weird spot for Johnson. So runner on second now with 1 out. That is Boyle. Now Hertzfeld. 1 ball, no strikes. Chloe 0 for 1. 5th hit of the day for Kaukauna. Germantown still no hits. I know Emmy Coulter's at home watching saying, oh my gosh, I wish I was there right now. Madison as well. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Actually, I think Madison's here. Popped up in the infield. And nobody makes the play. It was really Liedke or Thomas. One of them should have had it. They weren't talking as well as they should have on that foul. I think each of them thought the other one was going to get it, and really two kind of half efforts, but not all the way like you'd like to see. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. So a free opportunity here for Hertzfeld. You don't want to give Kaukauna too many of those. This one hit foul. Why are they called the Ghosts? I don't know. That's a good question. Why is Kaukauna called the Ghost? Where did that come from? Did the legend of Ichabod Crane start here in Kaukauna? The Electric City? Maybe. Called strike 3, and Hertzfeld is retired, and that is the second out of the inning. So 2 outs and a runner on second. I mean, I don't know about you guys. When I think of Galloping Ghost, I think of, like, going through the forest. It's foggy, and it's some dude carrying a head in a box. I mean, that's again, that's just me. Here's Bodenheimer, Page 2 for 2. Gonna try to pick up Boyle at second. I'm sure somebody from Kaukauna knows the answer to that, where it started. I think it's a great mascot. I love it. I think it's so cool. Yeah, or the Headless Horseman. I mean, there's a lot of things you could do with Galloping Ghosts. To me, it's like, horses that are ghosts, and they, go through the countryside spreading terror near and far, something like that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Back to softball. Larry, you got me off on a tangent here. That one missed. 2 balls, 1 strike on Bodenheimer. Page, always a tough out. Great leadoff hitter. So pesky, always getting on base, causing trouble, causing problems. That's what she does. 2-1, 2 out in the bottom of the 4th. Otto trying to get out of this inning. Once again, second in a row with no runs after runners in scoring position. Bunted down the line. Nowhere to go. Bodenheimer's on, and she's going to dig for second. And uncontested, she'll take second. That's what they do, you guys. This is who they are. This is what they do. Give them an inch, and they'll take 14 miles. So Bodenheimer on second. The goal was to keep Boyle from scoring. They did that, and Page just looped around and took second. So they intentionally walk Meredith to load the bases. Now Taryn Christopher, I'm not sure what she's going to think of being not getting a walk, or the batter in front of her getting an intentional walk. I know Taryn, she's pretty competitive. I don't think she'll take that super well. First pitch strike, 0-1. We are in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Kaukauna, but they got the bases loaded with 2 outs right now. Here is the pitch to Christopher. It missed, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Popped up in the infield and caught by Thomas at first to retire the side. And once again, the Warhawks get out of the inning with no runs allowed. 4 innings in, score remains Kaukauna 1, Germantown 0. You're watching W7, presented by Jolly Good Soda.
Fix TV, live contents like never before. Switch between multiple live channels with ease. Access anytime, anywhere with our user-friendly app. Fix TV brings the action right at your fingertips. Download now. Available on all devices.
Top of the 5th. Hummingbird Apparel offers expert in-house design to make your vision for your team's apparel a reality. Visit hummingbirdaPparel.org to learn more. Warhawks got to get something going offensively. No hits yet for Germantown. They're in this game. It's 1-0 after 4. Kylie Otto has done a masterful job at keeping the Ghost from scoring. able to get Taryn Christopher to pop out with the bases loaded and 2 outs to end the inning in the bottom of the 4th. Otto, 4 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Meredith, 4 innings, and all zeros across the board except for strikeouts. She has 8. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one high, 2-1. She has faced the minimum and been perfect through 4. Here's the 2-1, swing and a miss. This is Bennett, the catcher. I was giving Kennedy a hard time in the pregame. If you saw on the national anthem, I kind of stuck the camera on her, and I came over after when I was going back to the press box. I said, Kennedy, if I didn't do that, you'd think I didn't like you anymore. I got to pick on you. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're all looking for their first base runner. Not there, fouled off. Still 3-2. Bennett, Johnson, and Thomas in the 5th. Meredith, 58 pitches, 41 strikes. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3, the 9th strikeout for Carly Meredith. And there is 1 down in the 5th. Good at bat for Bennett, but Meredith wins the war. Now Addie Johnson. First pitch bunted foul. Johnson struck out her first time out. In fact, if you look right now, the only player that has not struck out for Germantown is Kenzie Thomas. Or Kendall Thomas, beg your pardon. She's the only one. Everybody else has struck out. Nope, I was right. Kenzie Thomas. Right the first time. And knowing Carly as I do, I'm sure she knows that. No balls, 2 strikes on Addie Johnson. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is the 10th strikeout for Carly Meredith. Now Kendall Thomas. I'll say it just to say it. Struck out her first time up. No balls, 1 strike. This one right to first. Eben gets the squeeze, and that retires the side. Nothing in the 5th for Germantown. 5th inning stretch. Kaukauna fans, this one's for you. You're watching W7 presented by Jolly Good Soda.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
There you go, bottom of the 5th. Hot shot up the middle, base hit that's going to roll to the fence. Eben around first and into second with a stand-up double. That is a Bay Area granite and marble double for Josie Eben. That pitch was high middle, and Eben knocks it into center field. Take Me Out to the Ballgame was from state last year, by the way. At Goodman Diamond in Madison, where the Ghosts won their 3rd straight, defeating Superior in the state championship 4-0. Chloe Fuchs is in to run, so Chloe at second. 1-0 Germantown in the bottom of the 5th. And that lead has been so precarious. Down the line and foul on the bunt. Kaukauna left the bases loaded their last in the 4th. And they left a runner on 3rd in the 3rd, 2nd and 3rd in the 3rd. Here's a bunt down the line at 3rd, only play 1st. Fuchs moves over to 3rd. So runner at 3rd with 1 out. And now anything in the green will score a run and give Kaukauna a little bit of insurance. I don't know that they're going to need it the way that Meredith has pitched. 5 perfect innings with 10 strikeouts for Carly Meredith. I guess if we had to pick a day to have a center field camera, today was the day. First pitch missed, 1-0. Now, don't start thinking it's going to be there all the time. It ain't. That ain't happening. 1-0. Today is a special deal because of the net fence behind home plate. Don't get used to it. 1-0 on Rabideau. This one hit to short. The run's going to score. Throw to first in time. Really nice play by Kayla Price. Price, great job going to her left, scooped it up, throwing against her body and making the play. That's a super athletic move. The run scores, so Fuchs scores. But credit Kayla Price, just an all-world player. She's just so smart, so athletic, so strong. 2 outs and nobody on for Federowitz. It's 2-0 Kaukauna in the bottom of the 5th. Here's some of the young fans in the background encouraging Taylor. This one popped up on the infield. Coming in and making the play is Julia Sina, and that retires the side. But the Ghosts add a run in the 5th. We have now played 5 complete. Your new score, Kaukauna 2, Germantown 0. You're watching W7, presented by Jolly Good Soda.
It gets to the point where you have to start giving up sports, then you know it's time. I would highly recommend Orthopedic Associates. I had a full knee replacement. By 3 months, I was water skiing again, playing hockey. I have no pain. I just feel like I have a whole new life again.
Hummingbird Apparel offers expert in-house design to make your vision for your team's apparel a reality. Visit hummingbirdaPparel.org to learn more. Coming up following tonight's game is the Jolly Good Soda Player of the Game. Player interviews and her teammates join us immediately following tonight's game. 2-0 Kaukauna into the top of the 6th. With the area's largest selection of natural stone and quartz, coupled with skillfully trained and experienced craftsmanship, Bay Area Granite and Marble is able to exceed your expectations. Visit BAGM.com to learn more. Otto, Thomas, and Pentek in the 6th, 7, 8, 9. First pitch strike to Kylie Otto. And quickly 0-2. Meredith ready. Oof, just missed. 1-2. Carly, 66 pitches and 49 strikes, an efficient 5 innings. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. First out of the 6th. That is the 11th strikeout for Carly Meredith. So now 1 out, nobody on. Here's Kenzie Thomas, the only player for Germantown today to not have struck out. And we'll see if that holds true after this at bat. First pitch strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Here's the 0-2. That one missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Pop foul and just past the glove of Federowitz. There is no job too big or too small for all Wisconsin Tree Services. We offer year-round services for your home or commercial properties, including tree removal, stump grinding, tree trimming, forestry clearing, 24/7 storm cleanup, and much more. Visit allwitreeservices.com. That one is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Kenzie Thomas. Meredith ready. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, hit to second. Flip to first. In time, Hirschfeld to Eben. And that is the 2nd out. Now the 9-hitter, Pentek. Pentek, you got it. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Squares up to bunt, takes ball 1. I got the races going here today, I'll tell you what. I don't know if you're into that stuff, but it's pretty close by. That one missed. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs on Ali Pentek. Here's the 0-2. Just got a piece of it to knock it foul back behind the screen. Popped up, foul. Skitters near the catcher, but no play for Federowitz. Good at bat here for Pentek, working the count, or working the pitches here. 0-2 still. Popped up, foul side, and over the Kaukauna dugout. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in the 6th. And that one missed, and now the count is full. Only had 1 batter today that's worked the count to full. And Pentek trying to get on any way on at this point. Down the line at 3rd and just foul. Get that runner on and then bring the tying run to the plate. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. 5.5 in, Kaukauna 2, Germantown 0. You're watching W7, presented by Jolly Good Soda.
My younger brother got me into cycling about 15 years ago. After I was injured and the cartilage started to wear out in my left hip, is that I just became sedentary. Orthopedic associate took such good care of me. I went in one day, came home the next day. 9 months after my hip surgery, I did a 150-mile bike ride. It's just been a great experience. I'm back doing everything that I was doing and more.
Bottom of the sixth, 2-0 Germantown. Kaukauna coming to bat. First pitch hit in the right field. That's a base hit. So a leadoff single for the Ghosts. That was Carly Meredith. This one hit in front of the circle, throw to first, not in time, ball gets away. Runner on second, going to third, runner on first. Well, too late to get the runner at home. They'll trade the out for the run, and now didn't even get that, safe at first. And this is where they get you, just the execution in the end. They just know how to run those bases and work those bases. The play there is to throw it to third and take the runner back and prevent her from scoring. If the runner goes to second, well, that's part of the collateral damage, but you got to keep that runner from third scoring. And she does score. And it's now 3-0. Today's game is presented by Bay Area Granite and Marble. With locations in Appleton, Swamico, and Wrightstown, Bay Area Granite and Marble is your best choice in the Fox Valley. Visit BAGM.com to learn more. So it wasn't Meredith that had to hit, it was Boyle, and then Hertzfeld to the last at bat. And now back top of the order, Paige Bodenheimer. Paige 3 for 3 with a run scored. It's 3-0 in the bottom of the sixth. Germantown at the top of the order in the seventh. Ballseger, Price, and Cena. Gonna need at least 3. So they'd say the runner was out at first after all. So out at first on the last play. So they traded the run for the out, which, I mean, you get something out of it, but you sure don't want to give up more runs to this team. And Mr. Christopher, by the way, is out in center field for Kaukauna. We'll tell you what he's doing here in a second. The first pitch is hit foul by Meredith. So in center field, he has a stack of nuts. And every time that Carly Meredith gets a strikeout, he puts one of those nuts on the fence in center field. You can't see it from our cameras, but there are 10 nuts up there right now. 12 nuts, beg your pardon. And that's Taryn's dad. This is what he does every game. He's near a fence and just pops up nuts. And there's a reason for the nuts. I can't remember what that is. I know it, but I can't think of it. But that's what they do. I don't know if they call her chipmunk or something like that. What is it? Squirrel. Squirrel. Yeah, they call her Squirrel. And so they put nuts up every time she gets a strikeout. I knew it was a rodent of some kind. I couldn't think. I thought chipmunk but no, thank you, it's Squirrel. 2-1 on Carly. Of course, her sister Callie, a big part of the state championship run. The last 3 years, Callie's in Florida now, playing softball. 3 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Pop foul. Boy, Meredith just ready to tee off on something here. Nobody on and 2 outs in the 6th. Fix TV provides live streaming, recorded content available on Fire TV, Roku TV, and Apple TV. Make sure you download the free app on Apple and Android. Get your fix with Fix TV. Otto is ready, and here is the payoff pitch to Carly Meredith. Changeup, popped up foul side of first, and out of play. 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Kaukauna. No runs, no hits, 2 errors for Germantown. Carly Meredith, 6 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 12 strikeouts. The 3-2, hot shot to short. Price knocks it down, throw to first, not in time. So Carly Meredith is on board. For the 3rd time today. And that's going to be an error on Price. So 3rd error for Germantown. Now Taryn Christopher. First pitch ball. Kaukauna, 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 5th, and 1 in the 6th. Well, here we go. So Lawson Swick going to tell us why this is. James, put this comment up on the live stream. Kaukauna played a game on Halloween against the Appleton Terrors, and the journalist at the time commented on Kaukana's quick and ghostly speed in the backfield. Name stuck, and they are the Ghosts. Thank you, Lawson. Uh-oh, this one hammered to center and deep, and gone! Taryn Christopher with a 2-run bomb to left. That's an all-Wisconsin Tree Services home run for our buddy Taryn Christopher, and it is now 5-0 Kaukauna. You knew it was a matter of time, and this offense was going to put it together, and they're doing that right here the last couple innings. Now 1 in the 5th and 3 in the 6th. Home run for Taryn Christopher. Here's Josie Eben. 2nd home run of the year for Christopher. She came in today hitting .355. First pitch to Eben is a strike. This one hammered to left, but right at Addie Johnson, and that retires the side. 3 big runs for the Ghosts in the 6th. We've played 6. Last chance for Germantown. Your new score, Kaukauna 5, Germantown 0. You're watching W7 Live, presented by Jolly Good Soda.
If you don't know W7, you don't know some Prairie softball. I'm Kenzie Longley. I'm Stella Ewell. I'm Vanessa Veit. I'm Carly Gross. And W7 is for the girls.
Last chance for the Warhawks. Hey, on top of our incredible pricing, we also offer reliable services at all Wisconsin Tree Services. You don't want to trust just anyone to remove or trim large trees that are looming over your property. With 28 years of experience, there's no better choice when it comes to tree services. This is why we are the tree service Green Bay and the surrounding areas can rely on. Visit allwitreeservices.com. Top of the order in the 7th. For Germantown, Maddie Balsiger to lead off. Balsiger 0 for 2. Will this be the first? Oh yes, Larry, you are correct. So great thought there. So if Carly Meredith closes out, this will be the first, I believe, unless somebody can correct me, the first perfect game ever on W7. And she's 3 outs away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Everybody's like, hey, don't say anything, don't jinx her. The announcers don't jinx, it's the coaches and the players. They're the ones that don't say anything. This one hit to second, coming in, making the play at second base. Hertzfeld to Eben, and there is one out. Carly Meredith 2 outs away from a perfect game. As Ballseeger is retired. And now Kayla Price, 0 for 2. With a strikeout. That's a strike. 1-1. Boy, that was heat on that. Was cheese, man. That was straight cheese. 1-1 on Price. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And Kayla may not have her team win this game, but she sure would like to break up that perfect game. Here is the 1-2. This one down the line and foul out of play. Count remains 1-2. Here's the 1-2 from Meredith. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And now Carly Meredith 1 out away from a perfect game. Only player in her way is Julia Sina. Sina 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, beg your pardon. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Kaukauna. No runs, no hits, 3 errors for Germantown. First pitch missed. At SBS Plumbing, to save you money, we offer several pricing options. Start with a free estimate. Once you decide on the job, you can, if you wish, choose menu pricing. With menu pricing, you know the exact guaranteed price for your repair or installation before we arrive. Visit sbs-plumbing.com. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs on Julia Sina. 2-1. Next broadcast will be Monday from Germantown. First visit to Germantown this season. Swing and just tip foul. Also tomorrow we're actually doing the Rock Spring Classic from Stoughton at 1 o'clock. It's a club basketball tournament. We're doing the championship games 1 o'clock tomorrow on W7, 12:45 pregame show. Here's the 2-2. High 3-2. So for the 3rd time today, the count goes full. Only the 3rd time today. Meredith ready, and here is the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and it's a perfect game for Carly Meredith. Final score, Kaukauna 5, Germantown 0. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Kaukauna. No runs, no hits, 3 errors for Germantown. Otto, the winning pitcher is Carly Meredith, 7 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 14 strikeouts. The losing pitcher is Kylie Otto. Great outing for Otto. 6 innings, 10 hits, 5 runs. 2 of them earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. Game time 1 hour and 22 minutes. We'll be back with our Jolly Good Soda player of the game. Pretty sure you can guess who it is. Congratulations, Carly Meredith, on a perfect game. You've been watching W7 Live, presented by Jolly Good Soda. Welcome back to our Jolly Good Soda Player of the Game. Big surprise, it's Carly Meredith. Carly pitched our first perfect game in W7 history. Nice game today, Carly.
Thank you.
Coming in today, what was the mindset? I mean, what's the mentality? I'm sure it's the same as it always is, but what is that like?
I knew this team was really good, so I knew I had to take a few extra pitches in the bullpen and make sure my spins were moving and I was throwing good, so it's kind of was the mindset.
You know, it just seems like you guys continue to just, come along and just keep taking care of business. 94 wins in a row. Does it ever get boring? I mean, do you ever get bored like, oh, gee, I'd like to just take a game off?
No.
Not so much, huh?
No. I feel like we all want to win. We have a winning mentality. So, I mean, we all put our best foot forward and we all try.
Is there pressure to what's the pressure like to keep the streak going? Because at some point it's going to end, right? I mean, it's not going to go on forever. At some point it'll end. But what's the pressure like for you guys as players to keep that streak alive?
I mean, we don't think about the streak because it's going to end. Like you said, if we lose, we lose. We just get back up. I mean, it's a great thing, obviously, and we don't want to lose, but it's just a thing. It's not.
If you had to pick one area, and if you don't want to answer this, it's fine, but if you had to pick one area where you could say, hey, if we could just get a little better here, I think, we've got a great path to state again this year.
I would say consistent hitting. I think some days we hit really, really good, and others we're just a little bit more slow to getting the bats rolling right away. So if we just start the bats getting ahead right away would be nice.
Did you know it was a perfect game? Were you aware of that? Did anybody talk to you about it?
I wasn't really thinking about it during the game. I mean, the last inning I was kind of like, oh, well, I didn't let any hits, but I didn't really think about it because then once you think about it, it just.
But nobody came up and said, do you know you're pitching a perfect game?
No.
So, because you're not supposed to do that, because
Yeah.
it jinxes the pitchers, obviously. But
Yeah.
so nobody came up, nobody said, what about after?
Yeah, then
They all knew, right?
Yeah.
Tell you what, your defense did a really nice job today. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Oh, I love my defense. I mean, I can always trust them. I'm not afraid to pitch a pitch that I might not be as confident in, and I know they'll got my back no matter what. So it's a great thing.
You struck out every player on the lineup except for one. That was Kenzie Thomas. Everybody else struck out at least once. So I mean, that's you up and down the lineup, you struck everybody out. Remaining goals for this team, Carly, other than obviously you want to go win the fourth in a row gold ball, but I mean, what else is important to you guys?
I would say just keep going, keep looking ahead. I mean, or take it one game at a time. I mean, I think we're doing pretty good right now, so we just got to stay focused.
There's been a couple games closer than probably what you guys have been used to in the past. I mean, but in a way, doesn't that kind of help you to play those kind of close, tighter games?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we want. We obviously don't want to run rule every team because then it's not
Right.
fun. We want those close games because when we get to bigger games where we know it's like 1 to 2 better teams, it gives us a situation. So.
Well, hey, Taryn Christopher's bomb was something, wasn't it? She just crushed that thing.
Yes, right off the bat, I knew
it was out of here.
Yeah.
Final score today, Kaukauna wins at 5-0. A perfect game from our Jolly Good Soda player of the game, Carly Meredith. You've been watching W7 Live. We'll be back on Monday at Germantown, Watertown at Germantown. It's AJ against Maddie on Monday. Stay tuned for that. For Carly Meredith, for the winning Kaukauna Galloping Ghost, I'm Gary Whipperman. You've been watching W7. One last thing, most important thing of the day. You never want to forget this. We are W7, and we